Chapter 7 opens like a dimly lit training room at dawn, where hope and fear sit side by side on the bench. In the mind of every injured athlete, recovery is supposed to be simple, a clean line rising steadily toward wholeness.
But that picture is a lie. And when your healing refuses to follow it, you don't blame the picture. You blame yourself.
You start to wonder if you're broken in some special way, if your body has failed some hidden test. Yet the truth is gentler and harder. Recovery has a rhythm, and rhythm is never a straight line.
So learn the rhythm. Because the moment you understand the shape of healing, you stop treating every stall, every dip, every wobble like a disaster.
The real shape of recovery is uneven, almost wild. It rises in bursts, then flattens into stillness, then sometimes slips backward before climbing again.
Surges, plateaus, and setbacks.
That's the map. Not smooth progress, not daily proof, just an upward trend made of unpredictable pieces.
And each phase has its own emotional weather, its own trapdoor beneath your feet. If you can name the phase, you can survive the feeling. First comes the surge, the beautiful phase. The range of motion suddenly opens, the pain eases, and a movement that felt impossible last week now feels almost natural.
These moments feel like magic. They feel like the body whispering, "You're coming back."
And they are earned. Every surge is the visible reward for days and weeks of invisible discipline.
But this is also when athletes get reckless. Feeling better is not the same as being fully ready.
You add a few extra reps. You test a movement no one cleared. You skip the small exercises because they suddenly seem beneath you.
And so the surge, glowing and triumphant, can become the doorway to the next setback. The body improves, but the ego tries to sprint ahead of the tissue.
So celebrate, then contain. Take the win, breathe it in, but do not spend progress on impatience.
Then there is the plateau, the long gray hallway nobody warns you about. This is where spirits crack, not because of pain, but because of silence.
You've been faithful to the work, day after day, session after session. And still, for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe longer, nothing seems to change.
No stronger, no looser, no lighter. Just stuck.
The mind hates a plateau. It starts writing cruel stories in the absence of visible progress.
Maybe this isn't working. Maybe this is as good as it gets.
But those stories are false. Beneath the surface, the body is still working, laying foundations you cannot see.
Wiring, plumbing, beams behind the walls.
From the street, a house under construction can look unchanged for weeks, but inside, everything essential is being fitted into place.
That's what a plateau is. Not failure, infrastructure.
So when the graph goes still, do not panic. Trust and continue.
You do not need to see progress every day to be making it. Some of the biggest surges are being built in the quiet places where nothing seems to happen.
And then comes the hardest phase of all, the setback. The graph doesn't merely stop, it dips.
Pain returns. A movement flares up. A bad session shakes your confidence. Someone tells you to pull back.
And suddenly it feels like the universe is undoing everything.
Setbacks are brutal because they attack more than the body. They strike at belief.
But hear this clearly. A setback is usually part of the process, not proof that the process has failed.